Be alive is the day. There are over 8 billion people in the world. And no one has your fingerprint or your fingerprints. There are over 8 billion people in the world, and no one has your fingerprint. That is what we're going to dive in today. This is Coach Antonio Landis Thompson King Tunes, and you're watching Winners for Life Coaching Podcast live. And the best and the greatest day to be alive is the day. Sit back, get your cup of coffee, get some tea, and let's go on a journey today of transformation. All this week, I started these YouTube lives last week, and everybody was like, people were like, I thinking about, where you at? I'm right here. I'm right here today. So pull up a chair, get some coffee or tea, and let's just go into this today. All week I was thinking about this, that there are over 8 billion people in the world. I want you to think about that. There are over 8 billion people in the world. Over 8 billion people in the world. And an average person has about 10 fingers, right? An average person has 10 fingers. Some people have 11. I've seen some people online, people with more than 10 fingers. But there are over 8 billion people in the world, and no one has your fingerprint. That means that you are special. You are unique. You are different. Now, if you take 8 billion people, and times 8 times 10 is 80. 8081 is 80. So average or in the world, there are 8 billion people, but out of that 8 billion people, you have 80 billion fingerprints. And out of that 80 billion fingerprints, there is no one that has your fingerprint. Woo! There's no one that has your fingerprint. The question is, if there are 8 billion people in the world and no one has your fingerprint, then why are you trying to be like somebody else? Why are you trying to be like somebody else? You are unique. You are special. You are different. You are one of a kind. There's nobody in the world like you. There's no one in the world like you. 8 billion people. I know I'm saying it over and over again, but I was thinking about it this week. There are over 8 billion people in the world, and nobody has your fingerprint. But we live in a society where there's so much pressure for us to try to be like everybody else. We want to look like everybody else. We want to talk like everybody else. We want to dress like everybody else. Why? It has a lot to do with not knowing who your true identity. Now, many years ago, growing up in Ireland, we was in this group called System 3. And we did a song said, be yourself, in the line and say, all you have to do is simply be yourself. Now, I'm not telling you go out there and just do what you want to do. Wherever you live, in a community, in a country, there are laws. You just can't go in a park and just do what you want to do. There are consequences. But in terms of who you are, your identity, like my hair, right? This is the color of my hair. And I'm not trying to be like nobody else. I love being myself. When are you going to start being who you are? When are you going to start wearing the outfit that you want to wear? Not because it's a seductive or a bad outfit, but you know you want to wear that shirt today, but you're just like, I don't know if I should wear this shirt because a lot of people might not like it. You might say, you might want a particular hairstyle, and you might say, I don't want that particular hairstyle because no one is going to like it. Are you living for yourself or are you living for others? Are you still trying to be, and I've been there. I wouldn't come up on live on YouTube and tell you something that I haven't experienced. Like when I got into speaking and coaching, for some reason I had a suit on. And there's nothing wrong with suits. I like to switch it up, wear a suit. You know, sometimes I wear my hair up, sometimes I wear it down. You know, sometimes I dress up, dress down. And I had a buddy, and I remember I was coaching this client. And when we were connecting, she said, I told everybody, I don't know how it's going to be. She said, but I'm going to be coached by a person who looked like a car salesman. I was like, a car salesman? I was like, a car salesman? And as I was coaching her, over those times of coaching her, she was an artist. She was very creative. She said, why do you wear a suit? She said, a suit is not you. She said, I just love how you just come in here. I wear like my bandana, I like to wear bright colors. She said, the person that I see that you're advertising on social media with this suit, she said, when I come in a coaching session with you, you are totally different. She said, you are totally, totally, totally different. Totally different. Totally different. And then other people start saying, hey man, I just love your energy. I love your style. But for some reason, I thought, well, in order to be a professional speaker, you have to wear a suit. In order to be a great coach, you have to have this particular style. And I realized that I was designed and I was created and fashioned particularly for a special reason. And I was designed, and the way I was designed was the way I was designed to fulfill my purpose. So I took off the suit. I mean, it was like people telling me over and over again, hey, I see your picture here, but then when I meet you in person, you're a whole different person. And I realized there were two different worlds out there. There was a world that I was painting as I branded myself as this professional image, but the people really enjoyed was me. Off the camera, there's no lights, there's no camera. It's just that intimate conversation that we having right here. Are you still trying to please people? Are you still trying to fit in? And a lot of us like, no. A lot of us, we adults, we say, no, I'm not trying to please nobody. I'm not trying to fit in. I have a question. Why did you buy that car? Did you buy the car because it was a good deal? It was a good price or bargain? Did you buy the car because you really like it? You like the color, you like the style, you and your wife, or you in it and you went into driving it, and when you was driving in it, it felt so good? Or did you buy the car because your other friends have the car? Or did you buy a car because you associate certain people of status drive this car? Or did you buy the car just so you could be accepted? Even us as adults, we still try to please people, but we say, but we'll tell our kids, hey, stop trying to please, be yourself. But we buy cars because we want people to accept us. We live in certain areas. Did we live in this? Did we move into the area because it was a beautiful area and you like it? Did you move into the area because it was in your budget? I can understand that. You just can't move in an area if you can't afford it. Did you buy that house because you really loved the layout of the house? It was in a good place for your kids to grow up, go to school, connect with friends, and go to college? Or did you buy the house so everybody can say, you have arrived? You're still trying to please people. I encourage you today. I want you to do some soul searching and some reflection today. I want you to start to ask yourself, who am I? Yeah, who am I? What's my real identity? Am I living out the identity which I was designed to be, or am I living out the identity of trying to be like somebody else or trying to be accepted? See, if you wait for the approval of people, and if you wait to be accepted in life, it's never going to happen. It's like you throw a coin in the ocean. I mean, like in the ocean, in the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. You throw that coin in, you'll never see that coin again. Why? Because that coin keeps going down and down and down and down. It's the same thing with seeking approval from people. You look for it today, you look for a day, you look for it today, and what happens is that you start becoming a people pleaser, and you start dressing because people say they like to see you on in this, and you become a people pleaser, and one day you wake up and you realize, here's the danger, family. One day you wake up and you realize that all of your life, or the majority of your life, or your adulthood, you were living a life to please people. You were living a life to be to please people. You were living a life to try to be accepted. Some people haven't even dated or gone into relationships. That's a whole different discussion. Because we want to be accepted. I encourage you today. There are over 8 billion people in the world, and nobody has your fingerprints. That means that you are different. You are special. Embrace your uniqueness and greatness today. This is Coach Antonio Landis Thompson. Thanks for listening to Winners for Life Coaching Podcast live. You can check out a lot of my podcasts on my website, AntonioLandisThompson.com. I bring out a new podcast next week. Go to AntonioLandisThompson.com. Check out all episodes that could enhance your life and encourage you to be what you were designed to be. Also, thank you for watching this live. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this with your community. And let's continue to create a community of success, greatness, purpose, destiny. Thank you for stopping by. Remember, the best and the greatest day in the universe to be alive is the day. But before I go, what are you grateful for today? Find something to be grateful for. I'm grateful that I discovered who I am. I'm grateful that I fell in love with myself. I am grateful that I'm comfortable. I'm grateful that there's over 8 billion people in the world. Nobody has my fingerprints, and I'm special. Have a great day. Your day is going to be amazing. There's nobody like you. Be yourself. Be what you were designed to be. Embrace your uniqueness and greatness today.